Coach Copeland, an 80-66 loss, Manhattan. Your initial thoughts, please.
Just real disappointed in our defense. Even though I see the numbers, we held them at 39% the first half. I didn't love it. And then in the second half, we never put together a good amount of string of stops. And then they started making threes and that nature, so it kind of staggered us a little bit. Maybe I could have did some things differently. I probably should have did some things differently as far as playing a little bit more of our zone. We just had some different lineups I didn't love with it, but I probably should have done that with it. But tip your hats off to Manhattan. I think they had a long layover. They looked fresh for sure. And they came in and played really well. I thought they played really well.
The floor.
So Manhattan, they like to get up and down the floor. They like to take threes. Did you feel like you were getting kind of stuck in their game because you took a lot of threes tonight? You were kind of maybe forcing it a little bit too much in the fast break. How much did tempo?
You know what? I didn't think we forced it in transition. One of the emphasis was to try and score in transition. I think Javi probably was a little worn down. He's been worn down, and that's a lot with me. So some of those threes he was taking, he put some pressure on himself, unwilling, because this game was big to him. It meant a lot, especially what we've been dealing with. And I think Javi kind of put some pressure on himself, added pressure as far as shooting some threes. But, I don't have any issue with the threes. I thought we took good ones. I thought, we just needed to kind of make them, and especially with us being home, But I did want us to kind of score in transition. We couldn't get a couple baskets, and I got to figure a way to get us to the free throw line, probably a little bit more because we are driving. I think not being in a bonus for 30-something minutes is confusing, but it is what it is. We've been here before, so I just got to kind of coach around that.
Speaking of foul shooting, DeAndre gave you a nice shot in the arm there in the second half. Is that a sign maybe that he's ready to contribute more?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing to have him. He's a month ahead of schedule from where he was at with his surgery. So the fact that he's integrated right now and being able to help us, I could see him getting kind of better. Just with more time, because he's been getting to the rim a lot. He's just natural rhythm. He's missing a lot of shots at the rim and things of that nature. But I do like the aggressiveness he's playing with on that end.
How much did their zone bother you?
I don't know that I didn't necessarily feel like they played a lot of zone. I think, honestly, what's bothering us right now more so is the non-consistency with players, right? Like Zaire just came back, and it's great to have him back. I think he had some pressure on himself. I think I'm not taking nothing away from Manhattan, right? They're long, they're bigger, they're bigger than us in a lot of areas and things of that nature. I think what our struggles are offensively right now are really self-inflicted without us practicing more and playing with a group. I played 9 guys today, right? I hadn't probably played that all year. I would like to say they did something that kind of, bothered us. I think their length kind of bothered us at times.
Coach, before this game, you guys were on a 3-game win streak. So how do you now let this loss affect you guys going forward?
It's a me thing. I'm not discouraged at all by my group, to be honest with you. I don't like losing. I definitely don't like losing like this. So this is going to get corrected right now. But to be honest with you, what we've gone through, getting guys back, not having guys, not practicing, and all this other stuff right now to this point, I'm glad to be sitting where we're at right now. And I have a good group that's bought into what we're doing. We hit a bump in the road right now. I'm not going left with anything. I like my group. I really do. We'll make the corrections necessary, and we'll be fine. I'll make sure of it.
Coach, going back to DeAndre, at the start of the second half, he got 6 free throws and 2 extra shots in the first 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Was it part of your game plan to get him going after the break?
It was. I think they probably made an adjustment then. They knew they were sitting on him a little bit, but it was good to get some driving, because that's what we do need. I think RJ got in some foul trouble, never really got into some rhythm. That kind of bothered us. He tried to get it going in the second half. He picked up some cheap ones. That knocked him off balance a little bit too, and because he's got to be better defensively. So the fact that Dre stepped up in that moment was good for us, but overall, I just need more time with this group, and I like that we got some time, especially before we got games that we got to really take care of and get better. But conference play, so like I said, we're going to make corrections. We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
Coach,
24 points from the bench, half them from Zay Blake. How does having him on the floor impact how the whole team plays?
It's good. It gives us a different look. You know, he's a typical good NEC undersized scoring guard. You know, I got to get better with like lineups and things of that nature right now, because that's what staggered me more. And that's a me thing. That's not anybody else. You know, having him back now with Zaire and then Dre and then RJ and then these guys. I got 9 guys that legit can play. They can be out there. It's just a matter of me focusing a little bit more, studying my group a little bit more, see what works. But having Zay and aggressive the way he is right now, it will be good for us.
Keontae Lewis, 1 shot attempt throughout the game. How do you get him more involved in the offense?
It's tough, man. I think he needed to really attack the glass more today. And that wasn't something he was able to do. I thought he missed some balls. They made a point, which was good by them, was to double him anytime he touched it, because it's part of the game plan, right? They have bigs that are not really inside kind of players. So that kind of knocked him off balance a little bit. And then obviously on the other end, they attacked him as they should, So he needed to kind of establish some things on the glass, But again, he'll be all right too. He'll be all right.